Hey guys, real quick, only 40% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so let's change that right now. Hit that subscribe button right below. And then Monday Night Football, another Super Bowl rematch. New York Giants at the New England Patriots. The 2-10 Giants at the 10-2 Patriots. Probably a return for Jackson Dart here, coming off of his concussion. Missed the last 2 weeks.
Drake May to do what Tom Brady never could and get his revenge for the Eli Manning.
I don't even think Brady beat him. No, he beat him in the regular season in the 17-0, 16-0
Yeah, they definitely beat them.
But
right.
He lost a regular season game in 2011 too, as he lost to Eli.
He didn't have a good record against. Yeah.
Can Drake May do it? Get revenge for Tom Brady. Patriots favored by 7.5 here at home. Once again, primetime Gillette bumping here.
Yeah.
Primetime game. A lot of excitement in New England.
A lot of excitement. They're going to be without Will Campbell, their rookie left tackle. He's going to be missing probably 4 games, I think people said. So, number one, that's not good. Number two, against the Giants' defensive line that definitely has horses to cause that, to expose that as a problem. That alone would make me think about this as just an easy, comfortable win for New England. Like, all of a sudden, you've got what could be a problem in isolation going up against what has a defensive line that definitely has the capacity to turn it into a problem. That's another, this season of just hurdles for Drake May and the Patriots. I mean, that's another one they haven't had to get over before. Can Drake May continue this insane MVP caliber type of play for most of the year without a left tackle now?
And left guard,
right?
Jared Wilson. So Vidarian Lowe probably stepping in at left tackle here. That is an issue, absolutely, with Brian Burns and Abdul Carter on the other side, Dexter Lawrence. We'll see if they can actually take advantage. And I'll say this. I mean, Jameis was fun to watch the last couple weeks. The Giants have been losing games despite what I would say is good quarterback play, which is
for a while.
It's an indictment on that team and the roster, and Shane Bowen just got fired as defensive coordinator, so maybe they get their new DC bump and play better on that side. But yeah, Jameis has had a couple mistakes the last couple weeks, but he's created so many explosive plays and made key third downs, and so did Dart, right? Dart really elevated that offense for a while. So the quarterback play for the Giants actually hasn't been the problem.
No.
It has been the defense collapsing and maybe just being depleted enough on the offensive side of the ball. But I think they'll be able to compete in this one, whether it is Dart or if Jameis still had to play again.
Are they up to 5 games now that they've lost, having had a double-digit lead at some point in the game? I think that was the stat.
Yeah, they did
right?
against Detroit and in the fourth quarter too. Right,
so that's the thing. So they
maybe that defense has been in it.
Maybe that's it. It's 5. I think 5 defeats with a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, I think, is the stat.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
It's rough.
Particularly for a team that has a defensive line that we're talking about with like pass rushers that can cause problems. I mean, you tell a team they've got a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter with a front four that can rush the passer.
Right.
You're like, well, that should be automatically a win, and yet they've found a way of losing 5 of those games.
That should be how you draw it up, right? I think it's a fun, even though it's a 2-10 versus 10-2 teams.
Yeah.
If we're being fair and honest here, New England's had a pretty easy schedule.
Yes.
The Giants have had a really rough schedule. And I think where it becomes fun is if Dart plays, and he's been, I think, again, elevating this offense that has been awful for about 3 years now. And Drake May's on this MVP type of campaign and played great. So I think it's a fun Monday night game where the two teams are closer than their records would appear. And if the Giants just get out of their own way in the fourth quarter and win a couple of those games, they look a little bit better, right? So, look, I don't love the Giants as a team, and I think New England's absolutely moving in the right direction and moving toward the number 1 seed. But I think we see a pretty competitive game here.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect New England to win, but I think there's definitely a bunch of ways that the Giants could keep this close. If Jackson Dart comes back, we also get to see the first evidence of what do they do to protect him more, right? Do they completely take away all of the runs, the designed runs for Jackson Dart? Even if they do that, can Jackson Dart stop himself from suicidal scrambling and launching himself into linebackers and stuff? Like, how much of this was, there were people out there putting tweets like Brian Daboll was like sacrificing the health of Jackson Dart just to save his job. Like, how much of that is even true, and how much of that is this is just the way Jackson Dart plays the game, and you're not going to take that away from him? Or is Mike Kafka willing to run him, even though the man's had 2 concussions now and been evaluated 4 times for concussions?
This is the Patriots have a bye next week coming off of the Monday game. So one of the latest bye that you can have. And then they have the Bills coming out of that and the Ravens. Not that it's even like a look-ahead spot or anything, but clearly Buffalo and Baltimore are the two games that are, for us as fans and analysts, the two games where we say, hey, what do we know about New England? Let's see them beat the good teams, continue to beat the good teams. They should take care of business against the Giants, but again, I think this has a chance to be competitive. The Giants' run defense has been awful. We just saw Jahmyr Gibbs run for 219. Does Travion Henderson get to the second level the same way Jahmyr Gibbs did and create some big plays? New England's not great on the ground, but we've seen a few of those plays, right? That Bucs game where Travion had the 2 long touchdowns. I think that's something else to keep an eye on as well, and look at how much does New England lean on the run game given how bad the Giants have been in that area.
Yeah. Whether Travion Henderson can have a couple of those Gibbs plays where it's well blocked and then once you get him to the second level, he's just gone, that could be a big differentiator in the game.
Love your point, though, that we've said a few times here, like what if Dart's back, like how do they use him here?
Yeah.
I think that's a huge storyline.
I mean, the 2 prongs, how do they use him and does he change anything?
Does he change anything? Absolutely. But I would spend all my time developing him as a passer, even though I say, hey, Cam Ward, run a little bit more. I want to see Dart win from the pocket on time too. Like, I don't want to see this 3.3 time to throw in the pocket. I just win on the time in the pocket, stay healthy for next year, and then get him some playmakers. All right, New England by 7.5 here. It's Monday Night Football. Where are you going to go with this one?
Patriots to win, Giants to cover.
Yeah, I've talked myself into the Giants here. To cover. Patriots to win. It's dog week. It's dog week, baby. All the underdogs except for Denver, Buffalo, and is that it? Literally it. In Atlanta.
What's the type of week you need
in
if
Miami.
You're going to come back
Atlanta,
from where you are in the picks?
It's dog week. Taking all the dogs.
Which is like tied for, 300th or whatever. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a video.
You heard the man. Subscribe.